+0 short sword. Anyway.
God, how long ago was last week?
Like 3 weeks
fucking
ago.
Last? Yeah.
I forgot to upload it. I think Drew forgot to upload it too because I didn't see it on his channel when I went to check. So I went and uploaded the sessions that I forgot to upload over the last month, and it turns out I didn't record audio for last session.
Yeah, I did. Right here. League of Evil. Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, and then there was another session after that.
No, another one.
Snitches get stitches, and then Snitches get stitches ends with you guys still in the hotel room.
It does. Steamy kneecaps. Snitches get stitches.
Because I also uploaded. I also uploaded
Okay.
Snitches get stitches.
So you named it Cards and Torture.
I just saw Extreme Beautify.
And since it's been a minute, I can assume, we can just safely assume that we forgot last session. But I actually didn't.
I didn't. I literally just recapped last session. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Yeah, but I wasn't recording yet.
It's always one color.
On your way out of the hotel where you interrogated and subsequently murdered the mole, you were attacked by Napple and Bonnie, a pair of would-be heroes sent to thwart you at the behest of a let's say old frenemy of Misha's, Spade, a B-class hero operating with the influence level of an A-class hero. Maybe he ranked up recently, but most new A-classes make their way into the news, and at the very least into the rumor pool Misha has access to. I guess as far as she knows, Spade must have kept any promotion a secret. But for why or what, she can only guess. Either way, based on the information you've gathered from the mole and from the person who asked you to kill the mole, you've got reason to travel to Uzamund, as that is where the Villains Guild Commons has been moved, and that's where Spade has begun to leverage a base of operations. I actually started work on a basic world map. I'm going to throw you guys on now. You'll notice that there's only like 3 cities on this, and that's a rather large world map, so zoom in.
Oh boy.
You've only got...
Wow. Those are really small names.
Yeah, if you zoom in, you're meant to zoom in.
So I saw the big words and I zoomed out.
Oh yeah, the Northern Principality, the Southern Principality, the Great Salt River, and the Barren Lands. I haven't mentioned the Barren Lands at this point, because I made it up Monday night. Because I made it up when I made this map. Anyways, I've only put 3 cities on here so far, mainly because I didn't want to stress out over populating this map with towns and cities. So as we go and as I improv city names, or as we add cities for story reasons, this map will fill out and it'll look a lot better. And this is just, and you notice that there's no terrain. This is just a quick political map, because I also didn't feel like stressing out over terrain. So like, from basically there's a forest that makes a little bit of a triangle with Evermire, the Black City, and Uzamund. Right, big forest, kind of let me just freehand some green onto here. Kind of like that.
Oh boy.
So when I freehand, it just pops in the finished image, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I did remember to record, right? Yes, I am recording. So from my perspective, I just went do, and I guess for everyone else, I just went pop. And each square on this map is 24 miles by 24 miles, which means that each square
Is about a
takes
day's
1
travel.
day is 1 day's travel at normal pace. If you guys travel at a different pace, or find a way to try, or have faster means of travel, we'll do the math. But I like to do journeys day by day, anyways. So if something takes, say, 168 miles, and you're traveling 50 miles a day instead of 24. Oh, that's Black City. Yeah, so 120 miles, basically. I was just keeping the... Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. Let's just throw that onto the map layer so I don't move it again. I was just putting the party sort of adjacent so you could see the Black City. And you guys have reason to travel to Uzumond, but before I send you into the wilds of the Northlands, I would find myself remiss not try and entice you to delay with a couple of noteworthy things happening in town. Just these, I brainstormed a couple of things that I think would be happening in this medium-sized town that I've described to you. And neither of these is more important than the other. But there's a large gathering of astronomers, meteorologists, and other people whose academic fields concern the stars in the sky, due to start in the coming week with the kickoff event happening at the Great Coin Observatory, just over here in a day or two. And then also a large caravan has returned from a scavenging trip to the Barrenlands, and rumor has it they found a cache of ancient magical weapons large enough to attract attention from foreign diplomats. Now, do you guys want to hear more about either of these events?
Magical weapons, you say?
Yeah.
The magical weapons? All right. I heard a couple of you on that. So first off, so a little bit of lore that you guys would know, that your characters would be aware of. Maybe not intimately knowledgeable about, but certainly aware of. The Barrenlands, which sort of mark a great physical barrier between the northern and southern principalities, are the result of the last great magical war, which is the last time that the southern principality and northern principality let their differences come to blows. The excess use of a spell developed by the grandmasters of the old schools caused the land to become inhospitable. And because the Barrenlands were basically the big staging ground for that war, a lot of ancient military equipment was left there. But the area is basically, it's effectively the same as a radioactive zone. It's like Chernobyl.
So going in can be
And I
quite
want-
dense.
And I want everyone to make an Arcana check.
Yes.
Arcana. I'm
Useless
good
to
at those.
me.
Okay.
I don't know shit.
I'm trying.
Okay. And then Vincent,
Oh, it didn't.
it didn't go through.
Oh, Misha.
Poor Misha.
Magic, you say? God, I wish I knew more about that.
Did you decide how far back Misha's memories go?
Yes.
Did you make a note of that somewhere?
I've not.
Okay. How far back is she aware of? This is something I just need to know for later, for when I do more lore dump, and do more world building, so that I know what you would and wouldn't be aware of.
So Misha, in terms of relative age, actually isn't all that old. Um, she would probably remember back probably 10 to 12 years.
10 to 12 years. Okay. So you listed her age as unknown, so I'm not going to try and pry her age from you, but her memory goes back 10 to 12 years. Got it. So Victor and Pluto are sort of know a little more about what the old schools were, and the old schools ring a the term the old schools rings a bell for Vincent, but he can't. But if you asked him more, he wouldn't be able to place it. Victor and Pluto, though, know that the Grandmasters, the old schools, were a group of 18 warriors who specialized in the 18 old schools of magic, which were more directly derived from the physical world and the direct nature of magic back before standardization of spells gave rise to the way magic is cast in what is present day for your characters. And then even though the last great magical war, which is that big war I mentioned, happened thousands of years ago, rumor has it that the old grandmasters still exist. Some of them being the original, some of them remaining from the original 18, and others being the descendants of their teachings. And looping back to the caravan, the items the items that are rumored, it's rumored that those items have the items this caravan has brought into town have something to do with that. Not something major, or would have been, or you would know beyond rumors, but definitely something that would pique interest. And of course, any item directly associated with the old grandmasters is incredibly valuable, either as actual I was going to say as actual weapons, but for their actual purposes, weapons or tools or other things I can't put a word for.
Tools, trinkets, armor.
Yeah, weapons, tools, armor, magic. Your standard magical items, but they also have an immense value as status symbols and as collector's items, because officially speaking, like as far as confirmed, reliable sources can tell, the old grandmasters are dead. They were wiped out in the last great magical war, and there's no new items being made by these old grandmasters. And villain, and then the villainous types of this world are particularly fond of them, because their power doesn't come from popularity, it comes from shows of force. And higher ups in the guild, especially Tony, would pay great expense out of pocket to obtain them. And then Victor, having been raised by Tony, would know that he's particularly fond of fire and poison items, but would pay handsomely for any Grandmaster relic. And I'm saying relic here as and the relics are basically the personal items of all the Grandmasters, and they would be as powerful as what would normally be considered an artifact. But I want to use the word artifact as in archaeology, just because that's what fits more in my head.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is lots of powerful artifacts up for the stealing. Let's go thump some skulls and take some money.
All right, so you're heading over to the Merchants District to I guess they would have set up in the in one of the merchants' farthing. Wait, no, what is it?
We're going to kindly relieve these merchants of their terribly heavy goods. Heaven knows they could use a weight off their shoulders.
All in good spirits.
All in
I
good
think-
spirits.
I think they would have set up in this market by the Great Coin Ward because AstroCon's coming up and let's just say that nerds like collectibles.
Goddamn right we do.
And I'm
Oh
so
shit!
we've got I've just got a quick little market.
That's a lot of people.
A
Alrighty.
lot of people.
How many people do I have to stab to get these magic items? Because I'll do it.
Well, your
Oh my God.
your sugar mama is right here.
Is
I
that
know, I
Gaston?
saw her.
Maybe.
Is that Gaston?
I will
Gaston, where? There he is.
I
see
don't
him.
want Disney to sue me. So I'm going to say that I can neither confirm nor deny that is Gaston.
Right, that's definitely not Gaston. That's a different strong man we know.
No. It's
I
it's
see
not
a
that he
goblin
isn't-
from that time I reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, I see him too.
Shit.
I see him twice.
Okay.
I
I didn't know.
I also see a
didn't know you guys would
handful of. I also see a handful of, I think, guards from either Morrowind or Oblivion. Definitely not Skyrim.
Is that
They're not-
neither.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
See, that's who I thought you guys were gonna see first.
Where is he?
right here.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
You thought we wouldn't catch on to these?
I found
I didn't know that the goblin was from that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, I'm fairly
That token
certain.
was actually from a campaign that never got off the ground, and then one of the players was gonna use it for his character.
Yeah, I'm
we just
fairly
never-
certain that's Rieger, right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
And also the guard
Me.
these. I want to use this token. I've used this token a couple times before. I want to use this token for like a generic bodyguard token that isn't like town guard, and those are Allen Company mercenaries from Fallout 3.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I want
Anyways.
to meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I do too. Can we go talk to Rock?
Well, here I go killing again.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me exposit for a moment first.
Alright, fine. You can exposit for a moment. Ooh, too far.
No, you can move, but
We
the
gotta stop
NPCs
meeting
aren't
like
gonna
this, Misha.
the NPCs aren't gonna be doing anything until I stop talking. There's been quite a crowd drawn to the markets where the Cobalt Caravan Company has set up booths to peddle the wares they looted from the ruins of the Barren Lands. At first glance, there ain't much to note. The rumors are a little overblown, but they have a batch of swords that have that are consistently made. They all have pretty much the same construction: a curved blade, a sort of fine-tuned minimalism in the handle. The most extravagant feature of their appearance, assuming that you would, of course, walk over and examine them, is an emblem engraved on the blade just above the hilt. It resembles a cobra with an exaggerated hood and prominent fangs. The merchant shilling these swords, a tall, lanky gentleman, claims that they belong to assassins who worked for the Poison Grandmaster, as indicated by the emblem they bear. The asking price seems to be turning people away, though. He wants a cool 1550 gold for each sword. He doesn't seem too keen on haggling.
Dead men can't
See,
haggle.
now as a player, I have to determine which is more important: following the sub quest or meeting Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I forgot to prepare a Dwayne The Rock Johnson impression.
You can't blame us for wanting to meet the Rock. I also kind of want to go up and talk to Gaston now that I know he's there.
We can all smell what the rock is cooking.
All right.
Your little knives.
Why don't you guys have a little bit of discussion while I prepare a voice or two?
when Misha backs into Victor. Whoa!
Whoa.
Quit standing where I'm
You can't
walking
eat.
then. Dick?
Quit walking where I'm standing, huh?
Bitch, I'll walk where I want. As she just amorphs herself right through you.
Dang.
Ugh. You know, in some countries, that's rude.
Funny. It was meant to be rude.
Funny. I honestly didn't find it rude. It would have been more rude if you walked through my head and then like stayed there so I would suffocate just a little
Oh,
and then
please.
kept walking, making me think that I was gonna die.
Oh, please. Like I'd ever let you inside of me like that.
I mean, you technically just let me inside you already. So.
No, I went around you, sir. I went through you.
Well, then you. I don't know how you got around me, but it's not as rude then because you didn't.
So, have we decided on what we're doing?
We're apparently arguing about Misha walking through Victor here.
Okay, no, take a vote right now. Who's right?
Me, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, like obviously they're
Obvious-
gonna vote for Misha. Victor's a dick. This isn't a fair
Obvious-
vote. This is a biased court.
This is a biased court.
Wait, I don't have a vote. I choose neutral.
You choose neutral.
I choose
That makes Vincent
This
the
is
deciding
a biased court.
vote. That makes Vincent the deciding vote. Who's right, Victor or Misha?
He's gonna go with.
I mean,
All right.
Called it.
Victor
Misha's
was
right. Move on.
about it.
I'm a winner. I'm a winner in the fact that I knew this court was biased from the jump. All right,
Damn, you're betting against yourself. What a
and
master.
I fucking won. Where's my
Betting-
money?
Listen, betting against yourself is called throwing, and that's not appreciated. If other guild members found out you were fixing books, they would have your kneecaps.
This is not fixing votes. This is betting on the fact that I already knew that Vincent wasn't gonna vote for my cause. This is just really good planning.
Oh my god.
All right, all right.
I could take his kneecaps. I'm not afraid to take those kneecaps.
In
You can try.
I've got a guy willing to buy them.
And I got a guy willing to die. You ready?
Well, yeah,
Hold
we all
on,
know
hold
you're
on.
willing to die.
This is not what's happening. We're moving on is what's happening. And
We are going to go find a magical sword.
you're gonna go check out the magical swords?
I'm going to meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson because fuck my party and everyone with them.
Oh my god.
I feel that way too. It's okay. I want to meet Gaston, but I'll go check out the sword. Fine. I'll be the one not having so much fun.
No, are you kidding? I'm interested in these blades as well, but not because they're useful to me, but because they can probably sell for a fair penny on the black market.
Just immediate resell.
Oh yeah,
Black market, they're not illegal to sell.
they're stolen goods.
Oh yeah, you're gonna steal them. I forgot. Though I imagine the translucent slime person would probably have a difficult time stealing things like this.
Oh yeah, says you. I have proficiency in stealth and a +5 to sleight of hand.
I have a +7 to sleight of hand.
That's because you have proficiency in it.
I would say in
No,
this case,
yeah. No, it's not. It's not proficiency.
I would say in this case because
Proficiency gives me a +9.
Are you going?
Oh, no.
How do you have
wait,
a
yeah.
+7 without proficiency?
You don't have a +7 index.
My bad. Expertise gives me a +9. My bad.
Yeah, stop sucking your own dick and get back to the story.
Why don't? Never mind.
Were you gonna say why don't you suck my dick yourself?
Yeah, I was.
Don't tempt him. He
All
might.
right. Where are my car
Yeah,
keys?
I was like, nah, you like that. Never mind.
Anyways, now I've gotten us on track. I'm off track. I'm sorry. So we're gonna go with the sidetrack first. Wait, where's Vincent going?
Apparently nowhere.
Check out the sword.
Vincent's also checking out the swords.
Wait, so both of them are checking out the swords? No, I'm gonna go slip over here. Take a little look at
Pluto
Rock.
and Victor is the best team ever. Singular.
Excuse you. He says to say his name, and he shouts Rock. I'm pretty sure that is the Rock. Mr. Rock. All right?
As a rapper, but I just feel like you're being a little disrespectful to his career. Look at Demon Pet a little. Sorry.
Welcome to the
All
tonight's
right.
D&D game with
Are
special
you-
guest star Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Are you buying what the boulder is selling?
The boulder? The boulder? Please tell me that if you put the boulder from Avatar The Last Airbender, he is going to be the Rock?
Trust me. You already know.
The boulder
Please.
feels conflicted about fighting a young blind girl.
Sounds to me like you're scared, Boulder. The boulder.
The boulder's over his conflicted feelings.
I've got fantastic artisanal tools, excellent condition, not a scratch on any of these puppies. The people, listen, all I had to do was pry off the. Listen, once I pried off the bones and polished them up, good as new. You can't even tell the difference. Hell, I've slipped in a modern maid set, and if you can find the modern maid set of tools in this batch, I'll give you any other one you want for free.
Not gonna
Done.
lie.
That's how
gonna
confident
lie.
I am in the quality of my goods.
Not gonna lie.
Let's
Wait,
What I heard.
did we
was
split
that-
the money for the
Did you?
for the kneecaps yet? I feel like we should have. At this point, we definitely should have.
I've got 9 gold.
I have 10.
I've got a
Okay.
thousand.
I have the money from the kneecaps I stole.
Yeah, but that's your money.
That's the only money I got. Yeah, buddy.
Wait,
Yeah.
you only have 1,000?
Before
Hold on. Oh yeah, because okay, no, you're not supposed to have 1,000. You're supposed to have 1,300,
Oh, that's right.
brother.
well then, if that's the case, Victor definitely would have been like, all right, split the fucking money.
Hey, split the money, pig.
Split the fucking money.
Hey, split the money, pig. Come on.
I'm gonna call him Pig because
Not always about the money.
despite the fact that he has animosity with his crew,
He's not gonna accuse them of
respect.
He's not gonna accuse them of police work just like that.
Yeah, he's just he has a semblance of respect for his party.
If it was Denzel fucking Crocker, he would definitely say pig though, right?
Yeah, he would. Split the fucking money.
I mean, hold on. Would Vincent have just split the money? Just before we make a mountain out of a molehill, would Vincent have split the money unprovoked?
Yeah. He would have split the money.
I didn't say split it fairly or evenly, but like, give
Yeah, he
everyone a
would've-
cut. I think you cut out there for a moment. We lost what you said.
He would have split the money.
He would have split the money. So you all
What
got
the fuck?
your so what? You all got a fair share of the 1,300.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, share for their work.
So, I'm looking through my character sheet, and I'm just now noticing I have a shovel.
So
Oh, you're gonna do I can't say the character's name. Kurapika?
Kurapika.
Kurapika?
Yeah. Just fucking go out, fight somebody, dig have a shovel with you, dig up a grave for them, push the body in there, and then and just like gonna bury a body? You coming prepared to bury a body?
So, Vincent, since you split your money, you've got 325 gold, and
I didn't say even.
you didn't say even. What's your split? What's your split?
I said by the work they did. If it wasn't for Misha, wouldn't have gotten the kneecap, so she would have gotten a bigger cut.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how would you have cut it? Let's get the exact breakdown going.
No,
You've got-
Pluto
you've got-
got the
You've got-
kneecap. So if it weren't for Pluto,
Yeah, Pluto's the one.
Pluto, other kneecap, didn't she?
no, Pluto got the
No,
original.
Pluto got the original
kneecap.
set of kneecaps.
Oh, then Pluto's who I'm thinking of.
So what's your split? What's your split? How are you splitting it?
Well, 1,300. The Pluto would have gotten 4 of us right now. Yeah, Pluto would have gotten 500 of it.
Okay.
I would have kept 500, 600. And then the other two would have gotten the remainder split between them.
So 100 gold each?
Cold.
That's cold.
Nah, that works for me.
That
That works.
That works for me.
Yeah, to be fair, Victor did like do nothing for the kneecaps, but like
That works
spent his
for me.
time in
Yeah.
order.
That is okay. I mean,
5 for Pluto, 5 for me, 2 for Misha, 1
Yeah.
for...
Yeah,
That
that's
works for me. That's better. That's way better.
that's
than
better
what I
than
had.
0. Okay, so I
Yeah.
am
So
I'm gonna use not much to go off and the paper airplane, that handout to be just the main handout for little detail updates. So it was just like as a running sort of notepad for things that I don't want to forget or things I want to maybe reference later publicly. Damn, it took me a solid minute to remember how to spell Victor. It's because there's 2 V names in the party. I'm going to struggle with that for the entire campaign.
if he really makes it worse, what I'm trying to say, what really makes it worse is that Victor has 2 V's in his name. 3 V's, actually. My bad.
Victor Von Valim.
Which is why Misha just refers to him as V sometimes.
VVV.
Just call him Vuva. Vuva, get over here.
All right. So the
Victor was
boulder,
like, that's a weird name. Whose name is that?
the boulder has presented the 2 of you with a little bit of a challenge, and you can see that this passerby is definitely like scratching. Definitely like this is.
I'm taking the challenge.
No, you gotta say it like
You're not there.
The boulder has
Yeah.
challenged the 2 of you to a challenge.
Well, this is the rock as the boulder.
I don't care.
So I gotta.
I don't care. Do it. Do it, pig. Do it, monkey. Yes.
The boulder has offered you a challenge. Spot out the modern wares in his ancient wares, and he'll give you a set for free. And this is just any of the artisan's tools on. Let me find the page. Anything under the list of artisans' tools on page 154 of the
PHP.
player's handbook, as well as navigator's tools, a poisoner's kit, as well as any of the kits. Basically anything but the gaming sets and the instruments. So there's no gaming sets or instruments at this table.
So how quote unquote ancient are gunsmiths kits?
Yes, they
guns
come
guns
from
are
the
a rather
ancient age of about 20 to 25 years ago.
Yeah. So
would they be considered modern?
Guns would be, relatively speaking, very modern. Guns came, pretty much anyone Victor. So Victor grew up with guns, right? He was gifted a gun at a young age. He's known guns his whole life. He hasn't known a world without guns. And most of the people around him have never known a world without guns. Like you're at the point of revolvers, which in the regular timeline, to get from the first infantry ready firearms to revolvers was a span of like 200 to 300 years. So every person Victor has met, like the only person Victor has met that he could reliably bet on to have known a world without guns is his own father. And that's just because his own father hides his age like an old woman. Like a stereotypical old woman. It's like, oh, you don't ask a lady her age. It's like, I'm 110 and not a day older. But that's what he's been saying for 30 fucking years. I'm 110 and not a day older. For the last 30 years, that's what you've heard. He doesn't celebrate his birthday.
For the 42 years Victor has known him, his father has stayed 110.
He said he looks like he's in his late 20s. He says, "Nah, I'm 110. I swear." On my mother's grave.
You're full of shit.
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 Anyways.
You've been 110 since I was 20 years old.
There is not, to get back to your original question, there is not a gunsmithing kit in this set there's not a gunsmithing kit here. Okay. Or rather, there shouldn't be. Onto the sword table though. Because this is the bit I actually scripted.
I did this. I veered off course because fuck my party and everyone with them.
As the two of you approach this table, this tall and lanky gentleman is he's just like going through a spiel that he's got to basically anyone that he thinks is listening, which he thinks everyone is listening, so he's like making half turns throughout. And he's like, he thinks he's talking to everybody. He thinks he's the shit. And he's got the fanciest clothes of the bunch. He's definitely the most successful merchant of the bunch. That doesn't mean he's the most likable person. We have good information that these toxic blades were forged by the poison grandmaster himself. And that they have a sort of flexible poison. Perfect for hiding your intent after the first strike. Those road-weary bandits would never know it hit them. Why? You look like the adventuring type. Perhaps a poison blade would be perfect for you. A group of bandits sneak up on you in your sleep. They wake you up. They say, "Give us all your money." You do give, you do give them your money in the form of this blade right through their chest. Huh? Yeah, sound good? Low price, $15.50.
Wow,
you wouldn't find anybody else. What?
Said I'm drawing a massive blank right now.
Listen. How about this? I'm just gonna go off until you stop drawing a blank.
Hey, how do I know that this enchantment is that these blades are as good as you say they are?
Well, surely a strapping young gentleman like yourself could snap a shitty blade with his bare hands, yes?
But a good well-made blade doesn't make a blade that you're slaving.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do I mean? I can go out, find another blade that I can't snap with my hands. That doesn't mean that it's gonna fucking poison somebody and make them think twice.
Oh, you are wondering if they are actually a poison. Well, I do not have a test subject before you, but look at that. But look, I unfortunately ran out of test subjects on the way here because the mandates. But surely you saw the emblem. That is the Poison Grandmaster's emblem. There's no item in existence that bears that mark without having been forged by him. Surely,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm a pirate.
They're
I've seen
authentic. They're
pirates
authentic.
stuff.
What
Well,
did you say?
if you have a means for identify, perhaps you could prove me right. In fact, and
You have any?
he reaches under the table and pulls out a scroll and hands it to you. It is a scroll for identify. I have already. If you look at if I've got the pearl embedded on the scroll, you do not need to worry. Cast it. See if my blades hold merit.
Ah, perfect. All right.
Oh, I found the best one.
I'm gonna use scroll, particular blade, which requires touch.
And it seems that the salesman has sort of narrowed all of his focus onto Vincent. So you're gonna, I'll just have, and you're gonna use the scroll.
So what you're saying is he's distracted.
Yes.
Coolio. While he's distracted,
So that's what the identify scroll reveals. Is that?
Mm.
Well, it reveals the effect, but like, I didn't want to just include the effect in the item description. All right, go on.
so while he's very clearly distracted, I'm going to just kind of gently place my hand on the table and yank one of the swords into me and kind of pull it down below the table.
All right. Roll a sleight of hand.
Rolling a sleight of hand. Fuck, that's low.
Oh, a young lady? Yes. I noticed your friend is also interested in this sword. But I am having a hard time clocking where they lie on the spectrum of gender. I apologize. But you are interested in this sword, yes? He definitely noticed you.
You could say that as I pop it back up through my other hand.
That is a neat trick you have.
Oh, I've got
Hey,
lots of neat tricks.
A less perceptive merchant would have been swindled there. But I am sure you were just testing my metal. And he gives you a sly wink, as in he doesn't, the kind of wink that says, "I don't want to pick a fight. Come on, I'm just trying to make a buck here. Goddamn."
Well, let's test this blade's edge, shall we? And I'm gonna take the blade and I'm just gonna run it across my hand. Run it across my my forearm.
All right.
Seeing how I'm made of ooze, I am resistant to poison, so.
You are resistant to poison damage.
And I have advantage on saving throws against poisons, so.
Well, it's not. You don't have to. There's no associated save. It's just
Okay. So yeah, I just want to see how potent this poison is.
All right. So there's definitely a bit of a light tingle beyond this like you know this. You're familiar. Misha's familiar with how she feels getting cut. This is a little tinglier than that. Kind of like if there was nerves there, that spot would have gone numb. And like this because I'm sure you've also interacted with sort of numbing poisons in the past. But it's definitely if you're trying to poison someone with this, it'll poison them. It'll.
Can I figure out the potency?
And you
of the
notice,
poison?
well, you notice it's a wood table that these blades are set on, and the blades the lengths of the blades were set on a cloth, but you notice that when you yanked one off, it sort of jostled all the others, and and as you saw the merchant's wearing like rather thick looking gloves, so as he writes his display, you notice that the wood in places where the blades touched, but there wasn't cloth to protect it, and immediately began to rot.
Potent stuff.
Yes, very potent. I understand you are wanting. Are you wanting to maybe purchase it? You will not be able to find it for cheaper elsewhere. I swear on it.
As much as I'd love to purchase this fine craftsmanship, I'm gonna have to pass. As I just kinda waltz away. Because I am not starting a fight surrounded by this many people. I'm smarter than that.
No, I haven't. But my first instinct was to, oh, hey, my hand is out of character. My first instinct was to, oh, hey, I've got the blade in my hand. I could just slit his throat. Done and done.
I mean, you do have a sword in your hand, and it would make sense for you to do a few test swings. You could. Not sure if you should, but you could.
Given the surroundings, that would be a terrible one.
Yeah, especially with Gaston literally right behind you.
Right?
Hey, no one's bricked up like Gaston.
I don't even want to know the stats on Gaston.
Between that, I don't know if I want to make enemies of this caravan company. They could come in use later.
Yes, being a guard in a caravan is a great cover. Especially if you end up in a spot. Now, I'm like this is some I'm sure you could extrapolate this cuz you're not stupid. But I'm going to say it out loud to sort of plant the seeds of an idea in your mind for something that may or may not occur later. If you find yourself in a place where in and out is strictly regulated, playing guard for a caravan is an easy way in or out of a place. Back to the boulders challenge.
I need a second. How I want to word this.
Have you guys thought of anything that would that might give something away as being a modern tool?
Tinker's tools.
Tinker's tools? Maybe.
About the material they're made of.
Let's start by having the two of you both roll insight.
Oh
not
no.
Insight, not insight. Perception.
Oh
Perception.
no.
Watch you
Victor,
roll
you could roll investigation if you like.
That's still not good, buddy.
Oof.
What, you got a
Can I
0?
roll investigation anyway?
Yeah. And Pluto roll investigation too. We'll say that you look at it and then you look at it.
Oof.
Damn. That's some shit luck.
Yeah, and Pluto has far better stats in this than I do. So,
But
It is confusing.
something that does become apparent is that this merchant has doesn't mind if you handle the items. Like if you pick them up, if you weigh them, if you take a closer look at their construction, anything like that.
well, if that's the case, could I
And
use the Tinker's
Pluto's-
tools on a gadget to see how they would work? If they worked smoother than, I don't know, an older set would?
Well, I think Pluto's passive perception would pick up on something. The boulder's packing heat. He's got a revolver on his hip. Vince, have you figured out what you were trying to say yet?
Unfortunately, 1,500. Not this. However, and I gesture over towards. Oh, damn it, Nisha, you're in my way.
Where's Misha going? Where's Misha going right now?
Honestly, she's kind of hanging around Victor and
Yeah, well,
Pluto, but kind of keeping her distance. Just kind of poking her eye out. She's not really doing much at the moment.
Would you say that there's a good spot just to
Yeah.
prevent the line of sight blockage? And I'm just gonna move some NPCs around. You guys have been here a minute. These guys aren't just standing still; they're milling about. The only people that are staying still are the merchants. I'm listening.
I'm not playing it. Victor.
He's not paying attention, so, you're not going to gauge any response out of him.
I don't need a response out of him. I am using his lineage. I am using. How's that? Anyways.
DM, would it be safe to say that Victor would tell his party, just because I'm the son of Tony, don't go saying his name willy-nilly?
I don't think you would have to say it. They know, they would know that name dropping one of the biggest drug kingpins of the continent is kind of a risky move, to say the least. I'm not going to stop you from name dropping Tony.
So,
or are you using the great tax evader Yoshi?
Yoshi. Oh yeah, the great tax evader Yoshi. I forgot about that. You're Yoshi's grandson.
I'm Yoshi's great grandson. Thank you.
Great grandson. Sorry. It's been a minute since I. Listen, improv details don't get remembered exactly. Especially not memes. They don't get exactly remembered very clearly.
I am keeping that, though.
I mean, you are, yes.
So before I continue this on, he's Tony is very, very well known.
Right, but the
How
average,
known?
you would know that the average person would know him is a Von Bosen, and that's the name that gets thrown around in dark alleys and
My question is,
bedtime
How well did
nightmare stories.
how well would the average Joe know about Victor? Like, would they know that he's Tony's son?
So Victor doesn't have much. Sorry to dog on Victor.
Oh no, you've been doing it this entire time. Why stop now?
because this time it's not a joke. Victor doesn't have much reputation outside of villain circles. Like everyone knows that. Like inside the guild and associated circles, everyone knows that A, he used to work for his dad, and B, he's trying to make a name for himself outside of that, and that C, the average villain has at least some respect for that, and would not casually bring up the fact that that Victor is Tony's son. The average Joe has no idea who the hell Victor is, and the average Joe has no idea what Tony looks like. And Victor, are you wearing a hat right now? They just know that he's a vampire.
We're not dealing with average Joes, though. We're dealing with
You're
Caravan.
dealing with merchants. You're dealing with a caravan. They're a little more well informed.
So I would just like to point out real quick.
All Victor wears are the clothes on his back, the mask, and the scarf. He does not wear any type of hat.
But he keeps most of his skin covered. Yes.
Yeah, most of his skin.
Most of his skin, enough that a suspicious person would think, "Are you a vampire?" And basically, is he covered enough that that if someone said, "Hey, my friend over there is a vampire," in broad daylight, the person would still have a reason to believe.
I would just like to point out, of the 9 rolls that have been rolled so far this session, 1 of them has been above 10. Just saying.
Yes. Good luck. Anyways,
That's a fantastic omen.
I'm just gonna simply point
I'd
over.
say
He's at least 95. He's at least 95%
It's at least a
covered.
50-50 chance. It's like, I could believe it, but at the same time, you gotta be bullshitting me.
I mean, obviously, anyone's going to call BS on it, but like beyond the initial claim of calling BS on it, someone once someone gets the second half of their double take, you're at least 95% covered.
Yeah,
all right.
That's you're basically only seeing from the bridge of the nose above, effectively.
Yeah. Okay. Enough that they would see it, enough that they would initially think that they're bluffing, but the possibility that they're not bluffing would sit in the back of their head.
Yeah.
All right. Vincent?
All right. I'm gonna point over to Victor. I'm pretty sure you, being a well-traveled man,
Yes.
you would have an idea of who that is.
Why, yes, I do. Of course I do. Of course
Well,
I know who that is.
These weapons here are being sought by one that we have dealings with. He will pay handsome. You would make a lot more if you packed these up and visited our mutual friend.
Throw me a persuasion check.
All right.
Give me a moment. I need to reroll something. That's better.
Please
Mhm.
see what that is. Oh, okay.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
Damn. Shit, you met the first DC. You met the first scuff DC. Damn. Okay. You have a dealer. You have a buyer interested in the whole sets. The
Oh,
you
I have a
are
pattern.
you are a representative of this gentleman or gentle lady, or is there more than that? Is there more than that? I do not know. I do not keep up with the social side of things. I'm more of a fiscal man, as it were.
I would go so far as to say I don't know. I'm not sure what Vincent. Not entirely.
Vincent isn't sure either.
Yeah, no.
Do we still have the slimes in our ears?
I would assume so.
Yeah, but I don't think Misha's talking or anything.
Okay. I was gonna see if Misha was talking and relaying all of that was said to Victor.
Misha's a little far.
Far.
She can
Misha's 10 feet from you.
Now, I am not one to pass up a good deal, but when potentially moving such a stock,
I meant for
one
Vincent.
one has a sort of ethical responsibility to ask: is this for a security company? You know, like bodyguards for hire, or
She's not farther from Vincent than
Like-
she is from Victor.
I do not care the name of the buyer, but rather what they would do with it, because this is more than would befit the collection, unless that collection is sets of armor.
An avid collector.
An avid collector. Throw another persuasion roll. You're not lying, but
Giving full.
you're not saying what he wants to hear. Okay,
Oh,
collector.
Never mind.
Roll magic. Roll wild magic. Not before. This doesn't give you use of the feature yet, but roll mild magic. Let me whip up the wild magic table.
D20. It's a 13.
No. I don't mean that. I mean throw the D100.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, straight
Okay.
to it.
That's. Oh, just skipping that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm going to skip that quite often.
Okay.
Because wild magic is fun.
Does he transform into a potted plant? I swear to God. I would laugh so hard.
No.
Does he detonate
Do
a
you
fireball centered
fireball?
on himself?
Do you have fireball on your character sheet?
Oh my God.
I do not.
Well,
Fireball.
you do
So
now.
we're gonna
I don't have-
set up. So I'm gonna put all of the spells associated with the wild magic surge on your sheet,
No.
and
Up.
so it looks like you get fireball, which is what you're casting right now, centered on yourself at 3rd level, which I'm gonna need you to throw. roll for it.
8d6, sir.
Just it's on your sheet, so just click fireball.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, you have magic missile on your sheet. I don't need to do that. And then confusion.
Wait.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on. That's a 20-foot
So-
radius, right?
That is a 20-foot radius. I'm gonna resolve this just by
I'm just barely in
throwing
range.
a circle. If your token touches that red circle, you have to make a dexterity save.
I should be fine.
This
I'm not even.
incinerates 4 people. Those
Oh
4
my
people
God.
were just commoners with the stat blocks of commoners.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Draw the circle so I know if I need to make that
Right.
save.
I forgot to make the circle visible to you. I am sorry. There. Now you can see it. You do need to make the save.
Alright, fine.
What's your HP
Vic?
maximum? More than that?
I beat the spell save.
Okay. I don't know why you weren't at full HP. Oh, from the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't recovered from the fight yet.
Pish posh.
So
We're more fucking around than actually fighting now. So pish posh, make sure everyone's at full.
Does that mean I get my wrist dice back?
Yes.
Sweet.
we're assuming we took a long
Vi-
rest at some point.
Yeah, we'll assume that you guys spent a day or so in town recovering and getting your wits together and figuring out what you wanted to do. This includes you. This includes you, Vincent. Make a dex save against your own spell DC.
Okay.
No. We just see him fucking detonate. I don't know. Would that send all the swords flying?
Yes. I'm glad that I said to have everyone recover when I saw Misha's HP. Because I just looked at Vincent's HP. And
Yo.
if
You all see Misha just at the edge of it. She does her best to block it. You just see ooze splat everywhere behind her. She's somehow still standing going, the fuck?
let's see. Considering the force, I'm saying the swords are all going all sorts of ways. One of them impales this guy and he dies.
Oh no.
One of them impales her and she dies.
We're being murderers by accident. I don't know how I feel about this.
I feel pretty damn good about it.
I feel pretty damn stupid about it. How are we supposed to get respect from this?
And I'm going to roll openly to determine this merchant's HP.
Oh god.
Did we
I
just
want
kill
you
this guy?
guys. So, I want you guys to guess what I'm going to roll for his HP.
18
A D100. A D100.
Katie, what's your guess as to what I'm going to roll to get this guy's HP?
I don't know. I don't know enough.
1d4 plus 2.
1d4 plus 2. Jesus Christ.
4.
That's. What?
3d6 plus 4.
3d6 plus 4. No, you were all off mark.
Eight d6 plus 2. If he failed that save, he's down to 4 hit points, and I want to punch him.
He's looking pretty hurt. And his table's on fire.
And so is Gaston.
And Gaston's table is on fire. And Gaston's table was filled with exotic meats.
Hey,
Well, guess what?
Man.
Now they're cooked.
You're welcome.
And all you can hear is A scream not of pain, but of sorrow. Actually, I'm also going to roll Gaston's HP. Gaston might also be dead.
No, not Gaston.
No,
What do
he's
you
not
get
dead.
to meet
He's
him?
not dead.
No,
No.
one burns like Gaston.
Is stir fried like Gaston?
Now Gaston, I'll give him a health bar because I rolled his HP kind of. I rolled his HP in private.
Jesus
You can
Christ,
see
and that's
his health
all he
bar?
took?
Yeah,
Sheesh,
he's
Gaston's tanky.
He's kind of well. No one's neck is as incredibly thick as Gaston. So of course he's gonna tank the hit. But the explosive force doesn't knock the sword out of your hand, Vincent. And while you are severely hurt, I would say that I'll give you either an action or a movement. And I'll give every party member an action or a movement before we go to initiative. Basically, you guys have the I'll just give I'll give all four of you a full turn. So roll initiative.
No shit, are we all rolling initiative?
All of you. But for the first round, it's just the four of you.
Oh, fuck yeah. Look, I'm seeing an opportunity and I'm fucking taking it.
I rolled 2 13s on initiative.
Oh, I always forget to select the token.
That's fine. As long as I see that you roll initiative and then see whether or not you actually made it in,
It's horrible.
I can get you in.
No.
Well, that doesn't matter for this first round because you might all just manage to escape. But this is going to send everyone into chaos because right now, everyone is looking at Vincent.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
they're
everyone's
more-
running away in fear of Vincent.
Well, they're more looking at the flaming tables.
I
And Vincent,
am
you have
not.
one of these swords in your hands,
Yes,
and we're
yes,
going to
I do.
consider everyone else surprised for this round.
You have one.
So you don't have to worry about reactions. You have
Oh,
a
You can
couple of
either-
options.
You can make a run for it. You know what? I'm gonna leave those options in your head.
yeah.
I think Vincent knows exactly what he can do.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple things that it can do.
I'm going to say I wasn't expecting that particular wild magic roll, but we are rolling with this.
My
I
bad.
was kind of hoping for that one.
Yeah?
Mass chaos gives us an excuse to move in and start doing our thing.
Nope. That's not considered minor offense. You up the market. Hmm. Not
4950 would have been good for the role play. 4142 obviously.
What?
4142 is the potted plant. 4950 makes him mute for the next minute, and whenever he tries, pink bubbles fly out of his mouth.
well.
But this was fireball.
Fireball!
Fireball.
Yeah, he's close enough. So pointless. Pretty sure this guy's 8 meters away.
Oh, yeah. I am fully prepared to murder this guy for his weapons.
Now Vincent, he's got one in his hand. I can dip it.
Yep. Vincent basically grabbed the sword, sneezed, blew up, and it's like, oh shit, as he teleports
Wait,
away.
don't move yet. I wanna keep the fireball radius on screen. Give me just a second. Circle like this. No. Whoops. There. That big red circle, just so I can remove the aura, is where the fireball hit.
Take him, Miss. Yep. Second one.
Misty Step's a bonus action.
That's the bonus action. I'll get fuck over here with my 30 movement and Misty Step.
Do the Misty Step first. Do it one at a time so I can see what's going on. So.
Oh, okay. Well, Misty Step. Take here.
Okay. I assume you're
Movement.
just dashing off that way.
Gonna take me here.
Let me just expand the map real quick. I would say once you get to be I can probably make it a little bigger.
And
Then you still have an action.
I do still have an action. Keep forgetting that my character. Oh. And everybody is currently looking in the center, right?
Yeah, you disappeared, and maybe somebody noticed you, but you're kind of running away. And I think just about everyone else is about to do is keen to do the same.
Okay. Well, free action to put a weapon away.
I would say part of your action, but you have to take an action. So what is
I
the
know,
action you're
but
taking?
I'm polymorphing.
Huh? Show me.
Okay. I will show you.
Only fourth level. Isn't polymorph a third level spell? No, it's a fourth level
Polymorph's
spell.
Fourth level spell.
Only level 4.
Polymorphing.
Yep.
Okay. So alternate appearance. Yeah, Vincent just seems to kind of disappear. I think Misha would be aware of what's going on, correct?
Yeah.
Not sure about the others, but that's definitely an end of your turn.
Yep.
Which brings us to Misha.
Alright, so first things first.
Gone.
First things first, how are the guards reacting?
Well, they're all kind of shook, and this turn is happening immediately after the fireball. They haven't had much time to react. All they've managed to do is turn and look, basically, and be able then start to gather information on what the hell is going on.
In all fairness, me and Pluto could effectively stay here because we were nowhere near those two.
Technically, Misha doesn't even have to do anything because Misha walked away.
I know, but
But me wants the sword.
But Misha wants to kill this guy and take his swords. I don't like him.
That one is the one that was picked up by whoop, whoop, Vincent.
Mm.
I mean, he's within reach.
I'm trying to fight the urge to do this stupid thing.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Play stupid games.
Win stupid prizes.
There you go, Misha. My last distraction didn't work. Maybe this one will.
Didn't even do that on purpose.
Didn't he?
Oh, Vincent will play this off like he purposefully did that.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna play. Like obviously, he's gonna play it off like he did, but he knows deep down that was random.
You will never convince Victor.
Alright.
You will never convince Victor.
Yeah, because you were. It's not like you were like actively casting spell. You were in the middle of talking and suddenly blew up. Like you were in the middle of talking, you crossed your fingers, and then you blew the fuck up. Like that is as
Victor grew up around a fucking wizard his entire life. He knows what level spell Fireball would be. He knows damn well you can't cast it yet.
yeah, he knows how he knows how much strength it would take for him. He knows how much effort it take for him to cast Fireball. He knows you don't have that effort.
I can't even cast Fireball. I know my dad. I know his father could cast Fireball. He knows how strong his father is. He's like, you couldn't do that.
Well,
His father casts Fireball with the effort of a cantrip. That's not a good point of reference. His father picks up a gun, points it at someone, and casts Fireball from his gun.
He's also
has
seen probably
finesse.
a lot of people who came in probably at level 1 and then like try that shit, but then like they got to level 3 and they had to exert themselves and he was like, yeah, nah, he's nowhere near that. Nah, absolutely not. You will never convince Victor you did this on purpose.
I mean, to be fair,
this is a once.
To be fair, this is the type of power Misha and Pluto probably would also have experience with. So you're probably not convincing any of the party members that this was all.
This is the one time Victor is not the butt of a joke, and I'm fucking.
There's no way in hell that you would cast it on yourself with a party member in range like that. In the middle of a situation you're trying to resolve peacefully.
I know.
Because, like, while the guards don't... Because from the outside looking in, this is 100% a terrorist attack. From the inside, this is just... damn. He really fucked that up, didn't he?
Every single party member just like, damn, he really fucked up.
Or if you do convince the party that it was intentional, they're gonna... The only way that you could convince them that it was intentional is that if you convince them that you also screwed it up royally by going off too early. This fireball was a premature ejaculation from the inside out perspective.
Which would you rather? Be known as a premature ejaculator,
or like the guy who randomly blows up? I would rather be the guy who randomly blows up.
I would rather be the guy who randomly.
I'm sorry, I have a bad case of. I have a
bad case of blowing the fuck up.
So Misha, what's up?
You blew up and acted like you knew nobody. My main goal is to blow up and act like I know nobody.
How did you not get that immediately, Jordan?
Bro, what are you talking about?
I didn't say it.
Absolutely disappointed.
I didn't say it at all like he said it. So I'm not gonna dog on Jordan for not getting that immediately.
I will.
My main
'Cause
goal
I-
is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Like, I wasn't even convinced that I got the reference well enough to be caught. I repeated myself.
It was beautiful. I heard it. It was an amazing moment. As are just lame.
Anyways, Misha, it's your turn.
Misha's gonna turn and look around and go, God damn it, Captain! Well, looks like diplomacy's out the window, as she just throws a haymaker towards this guy.
Yes, roll attack. Bonk. Lethal?
Yes.
KO. He's down. He's down. He's bleeding out. You break what remains of his jaw, and he fucking goes to the floor. He's probably safer on the floor than standing up, but you don't care. You just punched him in the. You know exactly what you're trying to do.
Alright, so I'm going to use my pseudopods to tell these two over here to grab as many swords as possible while grabbing two of them and just fucking booking it.
I'm saying you can grab like these four.
Oh, cool,
You
yeah.
can probably grab like 4 of them.
Oh,
Just
God.
because I moved those 4 to be so close to each other.
Alright.
All right, I'm gonna put you there and book it in the direction that you're booking it. And with the you got 40 speed. That's pretty good.
Oh, hey, I have 40 speed. Coolio. So I'm going to go there and use a bonus action to Step of the Wind and keep fucking going. I'm going to book it right out of this place.
All right, so nobody move right now because I'm adding some height, but it's gonna add it to the bottom, so I need to move everything down.
Your inner voice says, God damn it, he could have been useful.
Yeah, you could have.
Well, he
Like
wasn't.
internally, Vincent sees that and he's like, "Oh, that could have been a really good connection."
Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And- yeah.
Honestly, that's why Vincent fucking
So
booked
there.
it, because we
There.
figured you guys could save face.
Save face.
We don't know you. We don't. Victor officially doesn't know either of you right now.
Speaking of, what are you doing, Victor? Does Victor know how to play victim?
Yeah, he does. He's done it a lot.
Roll deception.
I can't.
Yeah, you're kind of in the know here. You're gonna have to roll deception to play the victim. That is not bad.
That is not bad. That is actually really good.
That is
He-
rather convincing.
He gets the faraway look that he got when not secret, his mother died in front of him, and he's like, and he screams, "Run!"
1,000-yard stare.
No,
Okay,
help.
but what is Misha gonna think if you do this? What Victor? What do you think Misha's gonna think if you do this?
Victor
think about
doesn't
that.
give a fuck about Misha right now. Victor has effectively said, "You know what?
Fuck this shit.
Why
I'm
hate?
out."
Why hate yourself for somebody? No." And starts running, and I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand to see if I can fucking pick these up without anybody really realizing.
Also, roll acrobatics. Sleight of hand, then acrobatics in that order.
Sleight of hand. Acrobatics.
Okay,
Nice.
you're able to do a quick roll, basically a roll to make sure you don't catch on fire type deal, and you manage to pick up 2 of them, one in each hand, and you manage to kind of conceal them under your armpits as you finish running.
And then I'm going to.
I swear to God, are you all running in different directions?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We've got a
I'm going
rendezvous
to.
point.
So I started right
You started right there.
here
Right there. Yeah, right
and
there.
here. That's 25. It's 35. Yeah, I'm gonna use the full. I'm gonna dash. I am going to dash. And get right there.
Okay, I don't have to expand the map again.
And start blending in with the crowd. Who was also running.
I would say that getting a good... Well, Vincent had an out. And I would say that... Misha's effectively in the clear. Victor isn't. I'm doing it.
Ran.
Doing it based on how far you managed to make it from the epicenter, from the middle of it. Pluto, it's your turn.
Alright. Part of me wants to snuggle up close to the boulder because he's been strong. The other part of me is just gonna dip because I know the boulder's probably dipping too. Gaston's already gone. But the next one there, we have the boulder. I really do. I just want to snuggle up to the boulder, but I know that she's just...
Do it! Do it!
Wants to, like,
do it!
This is an evil campaign. We don't
Follow
have
your
morals.
heart.
She just wants to... Because we're not supposed to be, like, acting like we know what's going on.
Describe
Right?
Pluto's body type and fucking do it!
You don't know Pluto's body type. It's hiding under a cloak. You can't see shit.
Fucking
You just see her. She's just gonna stand behind the boulder.
She's gonna stand behind the boulder. Okay,
She's gonna stand behind the boulder.
Let me put the boulder
There's, like,
actually on the grid.
Yeah.
Also, I figure with a deception roll like that, people are like, you know what? If I were that scared, I could book it. As far as he did.
All right, I'm gonna add a couple of turns. So the boulder is gonna represent all the merchants, and then there will be a guard. All the merchants and civilians, and then the guards will, the sort of the security detail will have their own turn. Vincent doesn't get turns anymore because he's already out, and I will say that because Misha made it out. Shit. Not what I meant to do. I meant to put you on the GM layer.
It's all good.
And then because Misha made it out, so we're gonna go like that. So now the merchant. So because Misha and Vincent, you guys get to chill out. You guys get to sit this one out.
Right, so Misha's gonna whisper in everyone's ear while she has a chance to meet up at, I don't know, the hotel or something where we killed that.
Victor is going to say, meet the fuck up at the outside of the motherfucking gate. Why the fuck are we staying at this town?
Fair enough. All right.
Astrocon.
Yeah,
Astrocon. Meet all the nerds with the stars.
With the stars and fancy telescopes. Gaston is kind of a heroic type. He fancies himself heroic type. He notices that his shirt didn't catch on fire, so he tears off his shirt and starts using it to like fan out the flames and try and stop his table from being on fire.
But all he's doing is making it worse.
All he's doing, he is kind of making it worse. These two goblins.
Be right back.
They run. They run this way. They're trying to get out of here.
See, that's not that strange that I ran that far.
No, it's not. It's you ran a little farther than the average person would run.
Which is acceptable because
This
Fear.
red guy is acting hella suspicious. And he's just kind of walking into the. He's strolling. He's just walking into the fire, and he just picks up a sword, and he's just standing right by a table that's on fire, right between a couple of on fire tables, and he's chilling. He is unfazed. This isn't his first terrorist attack, but for everyone else, this is their first terrorist attack, and they're kind of reacting. This guy books it upwards. The boulder's kind of just frozen him with fear. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?" He's not prepared for that. And then the civilians tend to just run directly away from it. They're just holy shit. This guy just blew up and acted like and started acting like he didn't know anybody. They're kind of dazed and most of the civilian folk are kind of dazed and stumbling. So they're not running as fast as they could be, or really they're not running as fast as they ought to be. Because it's like this is rather shocking. Like, I'm pretty sure if you saw somebody blow up and then not die, then act like he knew nobody, you'd be kind of spooked. Though I forgot to give her a name. The bartender Misha hooked up with almost a month ago now doesn't run directly away. She runs in the direction Misha ran.
She looking for some more booty.
Oh my god.
And then a couple of the guards kind of like start walking and looking in the direction that Vincent ran off in, because they saw Vincent very clearly blow up. Like, that was very, like, that was unequivocal. Like, if Vincent wasn't if Vincent didn't already think he was unwelcome in town, he certainly would think that he's unwelcome in town now, because he very clearly, this is very clearly an act of terrorism.
Yeah. Why the fuck are we staying in this town?
Because it's just a little act of terrorism. It's not like the explosion killed anybody.
4 people beg to differ.
Oh shit! Yeah, 4 people died in the explosion.
That's only 4 people.
Never mind. This is a full-blown terrorist attack. I forgot. Jesus Christ. This is why
4
I shouldn't be.
people beg
Listen,
to differ, sir.
This is why I shouldn't be a journalist or a politician or anybody or any profession that's any kind of like publicly accountable.
The spirits of the 4 dead people are like, nobody died.
I immediately
I'm a nobody?
I immediately forgot that those 4 people died. Like, yeah, no, there's no way these four people are surviving this blast. They were incinerated. There's no trace of them left. All they're gonna have is no obituary.
How technically the fucking merchant dude is 5 people. So like,
the merchant didn't die in the explosion. Misha very clearly
kind of quickly.
Right, but Misha very clearly punched him in the face.
Yes. So the slime girl and that dude who exploded are
public enemy
are together
#1
in this. Yeah.
But the guards mostly seem concerned with putting out the fires. Brings us back to Victor.
Victor is going to fucking run literally go into an alleyway and run up the nearest building.
Damn it, you gotta still make your full move. Let's add some width. where were you before? Control Z real quick. You were right there, right?
I think so. Yeah, 3 spaces seems correct.
Okay. Now make your move.
Zoop. And I still have 5 feet of movement left.
Okay. You've made it out. You've made it out. You can rest on your laurels. You can sit out the rest of the
Victor, as soon as he gets on top of a building, is going to say into his ear, "What the fuck was that?"
Now we're back to Pluto.
Alright, well, Pluto gave the boulder a chance to, like, pick her up and, like, valiantly, like, swoop her away from the fire, but he didn't.
He froze.
So she's just gonna, like, call him a wimp and just dip out. Absolutely, just tarnish him.
Damn, literally insult to injury. He witnessed a traumatic event, and then you called him a pussy. Damn.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Shit happens.
Alright, so she's just gonna 1, 2, 6, and then just dash another 6. Oh, he's up here.
And that's 100 feet. That's the mark I've been going by. So you all make it away. And where exactly? So parties at the market.
Victor specifies that he is going to be waiting outside the south exit of the city.
The south exit.
He is not. He knows.
You mean all the way over here?
All the way over here when you ran this way?
West exit.
West exit. All right. So you're booking it for the west exit. You made it over one of the walls. You basically went up one of the walls and said, "Yeet, I'm out of here."
Yeah. He specifies, "I'm not staying in this city. Y'all, you all are not allowed to be seen in the city anymore. Y'all have to get out."
So Vincent, on to you. Once you performed your little trick, did you continue to run, or did you just mingle into the crowd, which I guess would be continuing to run? Where did you go? Where are you headed? Right. It wouldn't make sense to go west, so you got to go east or north, maybe south.
Did you just say it wouldn't make sense to go west?
Yeah, he said west.
Yeah, I said west.
He's gonna just meander south.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just kind of meander south, like just along the roads. Yep. So I imagine by the time, luckily Victor can outrun word of mouth. Maybe not the sound of the fireball, but he can outrun the recognition of, oh shit, a terrorist attack, because this isn't televised like 9/11 was.
Mm-mm.
This also was nowhere near as many people dying as 9/11 was.
No. Mm-mm. But 4 people still fucking died, y'all. What?
4 people died. Okay. I need to
and one dude got punched to death.
And one dude got knocked the fuck down. But
what do you mean? He died of completely natural causes.
Yes.
A fist to the face is not natural, Misha. That's pretty natural. Life works.
That's pretty natural.
That is not
I punch
natural.
you fall down, you get a concussion, you die of the fall.
That was not. Mm-mm.
And kinetic energy is a force of nature.
You specifically said that she broke his jaw and whatever.
Broke what was left of his jaw, and he knocked and he passed out. Yeah.
Oh, I assumed I killed him. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
He was dropped to 0 and would have been rolling death saves. So if no one thought to give him a pick me up, he definitely died. But you didn't confirm the kill.
Sure, I
You
was
did
too busy
run off
trying
with
to get
4
the fuck out of
swords.
there. I was too busy
Yeah,
trying to get
you
the
did
fuck
run
out
off
of
with 4 swords. So the party's kind of split off, which means everyone put your token on the map.
there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'm gonna hide the party token for now.
Misha ran fucking that way.
Okay, so how far? So 1,500 feet, and you're traveling 700 feet a minute. So that takes you a little over 2 minutes to get to. Let's assume you were about here. Yeah, so about 1,500 feet, a little over 2 minutes. Which means that Misha, with her 800 feet a minute, could get anywhere within 1,600 feet of this circle here, this point.
Where were we at the market? Okay.
You were here.
Okay.
So
I was here.
Yeah, you were about there. So you can go. So you were heading north. You could go north, or you could go any direction but south, basically. And Misha's moving at 800 feet per minute with a dash. Actually, how many times would you double dash? Would you double dash at all to get away from this, or were you just be dashing?
That was just
to make sure you could dash the first time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 800 feet a minute. Victor decided on his endpoint, and it takes Victor 2 minutes to get to his endpoint. A little more. So
Misha ends up over there.
Yeah, over here roughly.
She's just fucking booking it.
And Vincent, you're meandering, right? You're just kind of like once you get away from you, you're walking. So we're gonna say that you're just. Say again.
Pretty much. If I was full on running, then that would just draw attention to myself.
Yeah, so you're walking. So we're gonna say you're going 200 feet a minute. So you can basically plop your token down anywhere within 400 feet of that dot. So I imagine like right here would be a good spot. And then Pluto's speed is 30 feet, and would you be running the whole time, Pluto?
Yeah. Can I say something? Can I be honest? I completely regret all my decisions because now I wish that I had been the one to swoop up the boulder and run out with him in the fucker. I realize now my mistake. Because if he was frozen, of course I could have just grabbed him and booked it. It would have slowed me down, but I mean I would have saved him.
Well, he was pretty safe. He was pretty safe. He was pretty safe.
Missed opportunities.
But he would have known. He would have owed me. You know what I mean?
You would have had a favor. You would have had a favor.
She's not so much running, but still quick.
So you could get anywhere within like 1,200 feet because you're not quite so sprinty as the rest of your party.
Yeah.
So.
And I would wager that at this distance, Misha cannot keep control of her pseudopod, so.
Why are you there? You are about here.
Thank you.
Yeah, about there is a good spot. So, basically, anywhere between where you are and where Misha's bartender hookup friend with benefits. They didn't establish a relationship. They just went for it.
Fuck buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So anywhere between where you currently are and where she is would be a pretty accurate spot. Or you could go in a different direction. You could head towards the observatory or into this Drakesbook Burrow. Anywhere but south, because you ran off the map north, so it wouldn't make sense for you to just go around south.
Me, right? We're talking about
You,
me.
yes,
Okay,
we
cool.
are talking about you. Everyone else
So
has decided where they went.
maybe like this way.
Okay, yeah, that works. If that's what makes sense for your character, that's what works.
Right.
And I would say that just for convenience sake, you would actually know. Misha still would have her pseudopods, so you can still maintain communication with the party.
Okay.
Because
so,
I think that's a neat use of that feature. So I'm gonna make it sort of staple. You know.
Okay. So.
I got a question.
So just for future reference, what would you say the limit of the range is? Because at the moment we're about like 3,000 feet from each other.
Well, that's less than a mile. So I'm gonna say about a mile. I might stretch or shrink. I might stretch that later. I'm not gonna shrink it. So the minimum distance at how about this? You start to lose control over them at a mile.
Okay.
So if you had the maximum number of if you had the maximum possible number of pseudopods out, it would be a mile before they would stop being a part of you if they were a mile away. But you've only got 3 pseudopods out. And I would say that's not nowhere near your maximum.
What would happen to them?
They would just
become their own slime.
They would if there's enough slime in the pseudopod, they would become their own slime.
Would we be able to have
Which
our
would
own
be
mini-Mishas?
Yeah, you'd be able to have your own mini Mishas. It'd be a form of asexual reproduction.
Victor starts running forward.
Victor doesn't know this. Because I can guarantee that Misha would not tell him that, especially with how bad Victor is at keeping things in his pants.
Victor, upon learning that if he's more than a mile away, the ear pseudopod becomes his own Misha.
Well, if it's big enough, if it's a small piece like the earpiece sized, like the pieces that she's just using for the earpieces, those would just turn to goop. They would just be
okay.
They would go from They would go from extensions of a sentient slime to pieces of slime.
So I got a question for you.
All right.
The longer we have the pseudopods with us, would they eventually, become parts of us?
No, but your skin would be stained pink if you kept it in the same spot the whole time.
Okay.
Victor is constantly moving his around because he doesn't like.
He doesn't want his skin stained pink.
Yeah, he doesn't like having anything in his ear. Honest.
I have a question, and I don't condone this in the slightest. But if Victor was to take just a chunk of Misha, would he technically be able to steal Misha and make a mini Misha out of it?
That'd be like stealing Misha's. That would be kidnapping.
Again, honestly, not condoning the slightest. Just curious.
That would literally be kidnapping, and even if it were possible, I would not allow it to happen that way. And that would be fucked up.
Even if he did,
and I totally think Victor would do
standards, okay? Calm that down.
Even if he did manage to get enough of Misha away from Misha to form a second slime, I'm going to assume that second slime is going to be a completely separate slime that would revert back to its monstrous form and just try to eat him.
No, I would say it's another sentient slime because it's reproduction. It's once you have the sentient slime, the slime doesn't stop being sentient unless it's the itty bitty pieces.
I feel like Victor would deserve to be eaten if he did it, though.
I mean, yeah.
Again, I have standards. What are you not getting about this?
Wait a second.
You have part.
So then, Misha, why haven't you created army yet?
Huh?
Why haven't you created
anybody?
Why haven't I created what?
An army.
Because there's only so much of Misha. It would be impractical.
Yeah. Do you know how much food she had to consume to grow that large?
Yeah, that
This
would have taken years.
This is literally a decade's worth of food to grow this large.
Well, I hear the South is very delicate.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I didn't hear him.
I didn't understand. Like, I heard him, but I didn't understand, and I don't want to understand. Anyways.
Just unleash Misha in the South.
Oh, you meant a delicacy.
Yes, delicacy. I messed up. It's been...
The South is delicate. Like, what? The South is a...
At first, I couldn't tell if you meant, like, the south part of the area is nice, soft, and delicate, and it's weak, or if you were literally talking about, like her ass is delicate.
Yeah, I thought you were making a sexual joke. It's like, what? That's kind of out of place right now. At a different point in the story, it would have been totally appropriate, but like right now, that's not it.
Hey, real quick, where's the Heroes Guild located?
Where's what located?
The
Heroes Guild. So
not here.
Heroes Guild has a branch, just like in the center of town, effectively.
No. Like, I mean, their main headquarters, is it in
their
the
main
north
headquarters? It's like the main headquarters you wouldn't know because it would take an insider to know, but Misha, having been an insider, would know. And let me just throw you on the main map.
Oh boy, back to the big map. Okay, zoom out a little bit because I can't see. Too
you
far.
know.
Too far. Zoom back in.
Too far. Zoom back in. Yes. That. Technically speaking, I put a red circle around an island, and then. So technically speaking, as far as the Northern Principality is concerned, that entire island belongs to the Heroes Guild and can be used for Heroes Guild activities. But the Heroes Guild only has like a 20 mile, 20 square mile-ish estate that they actually use.
Oh, so they're not Southern Principality.
No, they try to pass themselves off as neither Northerners nor Southerners. Is that because they want to be able to operate and do heroism in both the North and the South.
Yeah.
So
I'll be right back.
They're pretending to be the UN.
Oh, so they're delicate.
Yeah, except they actually have power and they don't have any checks or balances.
Ah. But they have that
Also,
one hero in there who's got a contingency plan just in case any of their heroes go rogue.
Okay,
they do have a Batman type, and the one thing that this Batman type fears is the cult. The one thing that this Batman type actually fears is the Cult of Crab, and the biggest sort of stronghold for the Cult of Crab. They don't have any like official locations or official leadership or anything. This is kind of just. They all really like this inevitable Crabman guy, and they're all kind of just trying. They're basically just they're Crabman stands.
Maxwell in this universe is definitely in the Cult of Crab.
Yes. So let me look up a science word real quick because I want to use a science word for this.
Oh boy, science words.
No, today's word of the today's word of the video is...
So I'm just gonna go with just go off of something from the name of the scientific name of the gray swimming crab, Leocarcinus vernalis. I'm gonna say it's Leocarcina. Actually, I'm just gonna say it's Carcina after. Actually. Let me just figure out a good sciencey word for crab.
Literally, just look up its genus.
Genus. Well, there's not just one kind of crab. Is there a king crab?
King crab genus.
King crab. Okay, that's just.
Okay, I've returned.
We're gonna call it Crustacea.
Yeah,
we're gonna call it Crustacea. This sort of a city that was founded by, and you notice that now it is rather far away from where you guys are. So I'm just gonna do that.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And then zoom in, and you'll notice that it's really close to the Barren Lands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the legends and rumors and such have people believing that this inevitable Crabman guy basically spends his time hanging out in the Barren Lands. He's kind of a people think he's hunting for relics.
Coolio,
and there's
stay there.
and there's rumors that he actually has one of them already, and that the belt he wears is the fighting relic.
Yeah, stay there. We don't want to fuck with him.
But at the same time, there's been nothing confirmed. There's no 100% confirmed information about where any of these relics would be, or if they even exist. Basically, aside from what you guys are going to be able to get your hands on and see and look at, everything's going to be basically rumor. The whole it's basically a fairy tale.
All right. Back to the story.
Yeah. And then to give the answer I was originally going to give, the Heroes Guild has a branch. They try to have a branch in every major town. So the Black City is basically just the big astronomy town, because regardless of the light pollution, it's great for it's great for astronomy. They basically get to ignore light pollution. I don't know what a good token for the Hero Association would be. I guess
UA Academy.
Yeah, that was my thought. But I'll use Nappa.
Oh God. With the little Pokeball too? Really?
With the So they've got the Heroes Association as a guild there, not a guild, a branch there. So
we should burn it to the ground.
It does not have a very clever name.
Black City Heroes Association branch.
They're not known for clever naming schemes. Man, this Spade guy must be a real tool, huh?
Who be speaking?
Took me a little too long to get. Oh my God.
I need to know who was speaking and if it was in character or not.
It was the DM.
Well, I got that much, but like, was that a character speaking?
No, that was just
Okay.
me
Okay.
making a joke.
Okay. I needed to know if Misha was going to take offense to that or not.
Would Misha take offense to?
Yes.
When so it's damn. It's like when you have a bad relationship with your mother.
Oh God.
You hate her, but like nobody gets. But doesn't mean everyone gets to insult her.
Is that what Misha has?
Is that Misha's relationship with Spade?
In a sense.
In a sense, I'll have to like keep that in mind when you guys eventually confront Spade, because that's going to happen. Because you said that Spade is your nemesis, and that's kind of like the whole point is working up towards taking out all your nemesis to so that your plans can be realized.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
This has been fun. I think I definitely think Wild Magic is going to come up way more often than it would Rules as Written, just because it's such a fun mechanic.
Well, Rules is written. Rules is written.
Rules as Written, that would not have happened.
Mm-mm.
Actually, well, yeah, no, because I would have rolled the d20.
No, it would have been when you cast a spell. You
Nope.
didn't even cast a spell. Once you do so, you must, anytime before you regain the use of the feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell first level or higher. You then regain the use of this feature. I could have had you do it if you had Misty Stepped, but like if the fireball didn't happen, you wouldn't have Misty Stepped.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay.
But you guys have kind of, yeah. I read it. I can, contrary to popular belief, I can read. Anyways, you guys are kind of split up. Have you? While I was rambling on, did you guys agree on a like? Do you guys have any ideas of where you should maybe meet up, or if you meet
Victor
up?
is solely staying outside.
Man,
should we communicate for Misha or?
You guys with the earpieces from Misha, you guys can talk to each other as if you're in the same room together. It's just that you will all be hearing each other's voices as Misha's impressions of those voices.
The terrible impressions.
Either purposefully terrible or accidentally terrible. You know what? Let's establish that now for this time. So, are you going to do any of these impressions bad on purpose?
Yes.
Which one?
Victor.
Which impressions?
I knew
Victor.
it. I fucking called it. I was like, yeah, no, it's gonna be Victor.
All right. So I'm gonna have you roll performance with advantage for the impersonation of Victor, because you're trying to fail per se.
Wait, so,
all right.
So if I'm trying to fail and I fail, do I succeed?
You fail. No, you would just fail in a different way. But that succeeds. You manage to you manage to portray him in a bad light. But like right now, Vincent's kind of under fire. So I don't know how much of a damage to his reputation this would do. This would just be kind of an inherent jab.
I'm just sitting there. I'd be sitting there doing the whole the SpongeBob meme of every time he speaks.
Damn. Okay. And you're just gonna do regular attempts at impersonating the other two?
Yes.
All right. Make a regular performance check for each of them.
The funny part is since Victor can't hear the voice I'm translating for his own things, he doesn't know that I'm doing it for him.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah.
And one more. All right. So you managed to get a passable impression of Pluto, but your Vincent is way off. Like Like your Vincent impression could be mistaken for a Victor impression. That's how off it is. Like the only way the other two would know that you're doing. Well, I guess the only way Pluto would know that you're doing a Vincent impression as opposed to the Victor impression is that you're making fun of Victor but not Vincent. There, fuck off, Bug. I said fuck off. You're on my screen. You can be anywhere else but my screen. Harmless little bug, just annoying.
Victor says he's gonna be waiting outside of the west exit.
Victor
Takes the slime piece,
outside like a little bitch.
takes the earpiece out, sticks it to the wall that he's hanging on right now, and descends.
Empty.
For the record, that piece is still sentient. It is chasing you down.
What happens if you were to eat it?
Considering it's made out of Misha's skin, I'd assume it would try to eat you back.
Like pineapple.
Yeah.
Like pineapple.
Only slightly more acidic.
And more of a strawberry flavor, I would say.
Since it would be so small,
strawberry flavored.
It would be like a really acidic strawberry flavor.
Since
it'd be like
eating. Outrun it.
No. Wait. There's a pseudopod. Wait. Put the pseudopod feature in chat before I start saying shit out my ass.
Let's see. It doesn't say a movement speed.
It doesn't say a movement speed, and because we've basically ruled that the pseudopod is an extension of Misha, it would have Misha's speed. So no, you couldn't outrun the pseudopod.
I can imagine him leaping from one spot to another, and this tiny little pink blob is just dashing after him. Like, get your ass back over here.
Man, I wish I could be a limbless blob. Like, if I had that shape shape self trait, I would use that all the time. I would just be a shapeless blob half the time. I'd be a shapeless blob when I'm sleeping, and it would be just, but I'd still be like white boy colored, so it'd be absolutely horrifying. And I would still have bones, so I'd have to do something. So I would have to figure out where my bones would go. So it would be absolutely horrifying, but I would be just relaxed.
Jojo, could I put bread in the thing, in the pseudopod?
What?
Could I put bread in the pseudopod?
Are you trying to feed the pseudopod?
No.
That was a really high-pitched no, so you can, but I know what you're up to.
What am I up to?
You're trying to get...
No,
You're trying to feed the piece so that it gets big, and then you'll just step out of the range, and then there'll be a sentient slime girl, and you'll be like, new NPC.
That is... No, because like I established...
You see, that is...
Victor has moles. He has moles.
No. That would be completely different than stealing a chunk of Misha.
No, he is literally trying to he's trying to infuse a piece of bread into this piece of slime, and feed it to the birds.
What the that's almost as bad.
No, it's not.
I said almost as bad.
It's nowhere near.
I'd like to point out.
Can I put a piece of bread?
That's like saying
if a bird did eat that piece, it probably wouldn't end well for the bird.
First of all, that's animal cruelty. Second of all, that's like feeding somebody's finger to the birds.
We're villains. Whatever.
Damn, you got me there. if you give the pseudopod a piece of bread, I would argue that it would react as if you were, it's Misha. It's just a piece of Misha. So Misha, however you would react to to Victor trying to give you a piece of bread, to trying to give your severed ear, finger, leg, foot thing, your pseudopod. The reaction, what actually, like, would you try to eat it? Like, ooh, bread?
No, believe it or not, Misha is carnivorous.
Is carnivorous.
She'll drink
dogs
ale.
Are carnivores.
She enjoys ale.
Dogs are carnivores, but I can give a dog a piece of bread and it'll enjoy it.
So that doesn't mean Misha wants your stinking ass bread.
Damn.
Or better yet, could I put the slime in between 2 pieces of bread and then feed it to the birds?
You're assuming that it's
what?
You're gonna assume that that's pseudopod.
It's faster than you are.
2 pieces of bread. Not to mention, she has advantage to get out of grapples.
Yeah, but you're willingly staying on my person.
Yes, on your person, not between 2 slices of bread.
Okay, but
I'm going to say that because Misha's physical stats outclass yours, you would not be able to do it.
I'm both stronger. I'm probably not more dexterous than her, though.
The dexterity is the important bit here.
What does Misha have in dexterity?
A 20.
I also have a 20. We are equal.
I'm still arguing no because I don't want this to happen.
Actually, technically, in physical stats, I'm stronger than her.
Okay, I was wrong.
Because
Ant's pulling bullshit.
My strength is more than her. I have more strength than her, and we are equal in dex.
This is not news.
All right.
No, because you literally said I am my physical stats.
I was
are
wrong.
Worse
okay?
than hers.
I was wrong.
That's not pulling bullshit out of my ass. That's stating facts. Okay. I don't want to hear from either.
That's not the pulling bullshit. This entire conversation, wherein you're trying to feed Misha to the birds, has been bullshit.
Yeah. That's not bullshit. That's just pure want to get Misha out of my
That's spite. That is spite. Anyways.
It is spite.
What is the rest of the party?
It's like trying to get rid of a toxic ex. Nope, it keeps coming back.
What consensus is the rest of the party trying to come to?
Well, at this point, we're trying to figure out a rendezvous point, and since Victor here decides he wants to be an asshat...
And not go to fucking stargazing con? Yeah, no.
No, and is refusing to communicate with the party. I say we ditch his ass. We go out the other exit and never see him again.
No, Victor would wait 15 minutes, assuming that they can't get to the other exit within 15 minutes, he would start leaving.
We're already.
What is happening? I don't
and again,
what we've done.
And a fucking again, I'm not looking for smoke. I'm just.
You are.
It sounds like you're
no, I'm not. Nah, because if I were looking for smoke, I would pick a fight with somebody and I would go off by myself in the middle of a dungeon like that fucking guy. This is not looking for smoke. This is
finding smoke.
This is.
You may not be looking for smoke, but you're finding smoke.
This is exactly what Boris did. This is exactly what Boris did, which is I'm not looking for smoke.
You're doing this 2 weeks in a row.
No, I'm not. This isn't 2 weeks in a row, sir.
You have found a knack for trying to separate the party.
You found a knack for pissing off your DM.
No, I found a knack for not going with a simple solution.
Oh yeah, and what is your complicated solution, sir?
Is to be a punk ass bitch.
This is it. This is complicated.
And what are you hoping to accomplish with
What are you trying to accomplish?
Jordan's absolute life goal and motto is, I'm gonna make this more difficult than it has to be.
Right?
Fuck all of you.
I have noticed that.
That is my life. That is my life motto. Is fuck all of you.
No.
But Ant struggles to open the condom on purpose.
That is a very, very degrading statement, sir. I don't want children.
I didn't say that you wouldn't get it open, but you make everything more difficult than it needs to be.
No. So, as a matter of fact,
I need
the party. I'm leaving immediately.
I think this will be the perfect episode to show to Momo. Be like, this is how you bully ants. I'm sorry.
I gotta be honest. I'm holding my own. So
yeah, no. This is
Haven't
are you having fun?
And haven't you missed a lot more hits than I have?
Yeah, but I don't think I've gone down.
But she can afford to, my guy.
Yeah,
sure.
And could not.
Sure.
And
she can afford to unless she's in Vegas.
What?
I said she can afford to if she can afford to if she's not in Vegas.
The fuck
all right.
Vegas have to do with anything?
Luck. You have
Luck.
shit of it.
Okay.
Would you just get your ass back here and rejoin the goddamn party?
No,
Why
absolutely
are you being
not.
Difficult?
Wait, didn't you go from hold on. Why are you blaming Pluto?
You went from simping for Misha to not wanting a damn thing to do with her.
And you went Victor and
this is
Pluto
Victor's
were
incel arc.
Duo. Pluto didn't do shit.
And now you're abandoning Pluto. What kind? You're villains.
Hold on.
Wait.
Whoa. No, you're not gonna pin abandoning the party on me. I said
you
we should
are
leave.
abandoning the party.
I said we should leave. I then said, "Hey, I'll wait 15
we
minutes."
Should
and
leave. I'm leaving.
Then Drew said,
"You are refusing to rejoin the party."
How? You literally said, "You know what?
You ripped out.
Let's leave him here."
You ripped out your earpiece and refused to let it re-enter you.
Oh my god!
I ripped out my earpiece and then proceeded to say, "Can I feed it to the birds?"
Yeah, you were trying to destroy the earpiece.
I feel like the earpiece isn't gonna get destroyed because it's you.
You're still attempting to destroy it.
This is attempting to get rid of it.
Why, though?
Hi.
I've been trying to do this for the. I've actually been trying to do this. This has actually been happening throughout each sessions.
I still don't understand why, though.
Fuck them.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fine, let's go rendezvous up on the problem child. You know.
I mean...
He really is, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really is the problem child. We're all just having to take care of him. Aren't you older than us?
No. Drew is older than all of us. Actually, how old is Molodetto?
Older than me.
Boom.
I am.
Wait, so wouldn't I be the youngest then?
Yeah, no. JoJo's the youngest.
What? What? I got distracted.
You're the youngest.
Yes.
How is JoJo the youngest?
He's 19.
I think you're talking. I think we're talking about your characters.
I was talking character.
Just so you know,
character?
Characters. Misha's the youngest.
And we don't know how old Vincent is.
Jojo is 19.
Jojo is 19.
You're giving me this information now?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, Aunt, you, I didn't get to play Guess My Age with her.
No.
You prick.
Yeah.
I'm older than Jojo?
And proceeds. Yeah, you want to show this one to Mo and how to bully me? And then
I'm malding.
I'm
seething. I'm malding.
Hold up. What is with the sleight of hand checks?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? There are 3 sleight of hand checks rolled by Vincent. What's happening?
So how old is Drew?
28. Jojo,
28.
you can go ahead and take my money. You can take everything in. You can take everything here. You can go ahead. I fear nothing right now. If this character dies, oh fucking well.
Damn.
Oh, Aunt. There are things far worse than death.
You can take literally
Damn,
everything.
Ant's not having shit today.
Huh?
Ant's
No,
not
I'm
taking
not.
shit today.
No.
To be fair,
I
I don't
am
think
not-
he ever takes shit.
Mm-mm.
Not even a joke.
I am not about it today. I woke up and chose Jojo, you literally know I literally woke up and chose violence.
You
This
woke
is
up
not-
and started. You woke up, hopped in voice chat, and started flaming me. So I'm like, "Oh, are you ready for tonight's session?"
Like,
'Cause
no.
I'm excited to have session after 3 weeks, and you're like, "Dude, you're not even ready to have session." I'm like, "Bruh, you have like 4 words and maybe a map." I'm like, "Bruh."
Jordan
Literally?
always wakes up to choose violence. I don't.
Like, literally, I don't understand why we keep going through the song and dance. Especially today. Jojo, you know how I woke up today. It's not the day. Usually I'm taking the punches. Today, I'm just like, I'm swinging back. I'm swinging back today.
Bruh.
I'm swinging back today.
Anyways, you're going the wrong way to Uzumon?
I fucking will. You bet your fucking willy I
Oh my
will.
God.
You bet your motherfucking willy I will.
I'm not gonna bet my dick on it.
What did your dick have to do with that? Sailboat Willie. And I'm not.
I'm not betting my sailboat dick on it either.
First of all, it's Steamboat Willie.
I don't.
I'm not betting my steamboat dick on it either. I'm not betting any of my dicks on it.
You got 2?
My
which
dicks
way
are staying where they are.
Which way is the place
Uzumon-
Victor would claim is his home? Which way is that right now?
That would be directly south.
Is Victor just going home?
He's going. Fuck you, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Damn, and you're just gonna give up on avenging your mother's death?
Bye, Vito.
Nah, he's not giving up on avenging his mother's death. He's just
He's giving up on this party.
He is
Because I've
effectively.
been flaming you.
He is effectively going.
Wait, didn't the party agree to meet up with him anyways?
Yeah.
You know, Pluto hasn't done shit. She does not deserve this slander.
I wasn't slandering Pluto.
I think he's just
part
been,
of a
I think
you
he's
go
just
on
been
Bander all the
slandering. Yeah. You've just been slandering me the whole time.
I have been slandering the fuck out of you, Jojo. And I'm sorry.
As if there aren't. Future you is
me
gonna.
is sorry.
Future
me
you
is sorry.
Future you's gonna cry.
Future me is sorry because he.
But right now,
because
we're
I
reveling in
know
this.
because
This
I
is
know
funny.
tomorrow when I wake up, I'm not gonna choose violence. I've expended far too much energy choosing violence,
and I'm gonna
to the
flame the
umpteenth
fuck out of
degree today. But right now, I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. My fucks are 0 right now. Just absolute, like, done.
Jordan is in his
Done.
peak ADHD chaos at the moment.
Like, absolutely the fuck not right now.
It's just how it be.
Fucking done.
I think I've got an idea.
murder me. I fucking dare. Do whatever the fuck you want. This character has nothing to lose. I am in a state right now. And if you think you're gonna catch me later,
Bye. How about that?
I am petty enough to not.
Really?
Well, this is awkward.
Back again for more, are you?
That was delicious.
Listen.
Be careful.
I'm just gonna walk this way. Now, how about you walk that way back into town, and we pretend this didn't happen.
There's so much to unpack here that I don't even know what's going on.
Pulls out a pack of smokes.
What's going on here is that Ant's doing his usual bullshit and derailing the campaign.
Yeah.
Drew, I don't want to hear anything from you.
Oh, God.
I have been on JoJo's ass this entire time. Do not make me get on yours.
I'm not the one who
What do you even fucking
start a peach farm.
How well did that work out for me?
It didn't.
Did I ever get my peach farm?
No, it went nowhere.
Did I relent and go like, fuck it, I guess I'm not getting my peach farm?
You didn't do that either. I think we kind of just forgot that you mentioned that.
About doing it eventually.
I want that peach farm. It's in the goals. It's just not happening right now. It's not in the forefront. It's in the background right now, but it's happening at some point. And specifically for that, when we get back to the Isekai campaign, that is half of the money. That's what half of the money in Maxwell's pocket is going towards, is just books about peach farming.
You're assuming he's gonna have any money left.
What are you talking about? There's gonna be plenty of treasure at the final boss after the final boss.
No, I mean, like, you're assuming that I'm gonna let him have any money.
Damn.
Ifa does not control the amount of money Maxwell gets. Actually, it's the opposite way around.
Zelena has some influence on that.
Okay, Boris doesn't want a peach farm. He wants a weed farm. Okay, those are two completely different things.
Have you forgotten what the end of the campaign is going to be?
Why?
No.
I want more.
But also,
I did get
currently the Isekai party currently. How the fuck did we get onto this?
Like a couple minutes.
I ask myself that every time the conversation
you brought this up.
You derailed us so far. We're not even in this campaign anymore.
I don't have enough information on Molodetto to get on him.
What are you talking about? He's literally always late.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have on him. That's literally it.
You can flame him infinitely for that. Come on, you're smart. You have the intellectual capacity to flame him infinitely for that.
I have the intellectual capacity to do that, yes, but it gets old to me and to everyone around me. I can flame you on a lot of things. I can flame Drew on a lot of things. I can flame Katie on so many things.
Name 5.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Name 5 for me, huh? For me.
5 for you?
5 for me.
No prep time. Chaotic to a fault. Would never talk out with an NPC if you are a player. Absolutely the fuck not. If you have the option to kill something, you will absolutely go to kill it.
Oh, I'll never go for the peaceful option.
No, you will not. That is the same as being number 4, murder hobo.
You want me to list 3 and 4 are the same thing, sir.
3 and 4 are the same thing.
3 and 4 are different.
No, they're not.
It's a simple fact.
No, that's the same sentiment.
All right, I'll give you another one.
I never solve things peacefully.
Since 3A is not good enough for you. 4. Everything if you get on an idea for one specific character for the next 5 months, you're going to keep using that same idea. AKA,
oh yes, I am.
Your one character JoJo evolved into an entire two-part campaign about JoJo's.
This is actually kind of fun. I just want Ant to roast us for the rest of the session. Can we do that?
I mean, we could.
I promise you, this is not what you want. I'm gonna start getting personal if I do this.
Just honestly,
none of us.
Just keep going on me until I hit the stop button, and I'll tell you when I hit the stop button.
This is the session you want to show Mo, right? Because this turned around quickly as soon as you said this is the one we show Mo about how to bully ants.
I was making it.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is how you. This is the one.
No, honestly, I'm
Mo,
having
right?
fun. Please keep going.
I'm also having fun.
No.
Anyways, you guys are heading to Uzumon, right?
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. I am lightheaded now.
Oh, cool.
I think
That's what I figured.
I think I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, we've been going for 2.5 hours. I've been up for 21 hours.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take a shower.
You should.
I'm gonna take a shower. I'm lightheaded now.
Take a shower, Stinky.
Love that man to death, I swear to God.
He's great.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is where we're calling the session.
Yeah, pretty much. We've been going for a while. I'm
Alright.
just gonna end the recording here.
Alrighty.